Hey, this is Matti. Have you been thinking the same thing that I've been thinking about? Is a SG Junior a stripped down version of the SG Special? And vice versa, is the SG Special a souped up, improved version of the Junior? We're gonna try and find out today. Let's actually look at the obvious differences first. I think you can see the colors is a little bit different, but that's superficial. The pickguard is a different shape, and then there are some differences that actually change the way the guitar feels and plays. The Special has a bound neck, so that makes a big difference in the feel when you play it. I'm not sure if it affects the tone. And it has an added neck pickup, and the pickups have been mounted differently. So these are the Sopar type pickups, and these are the so-called dog ear pickups, which is kind of just directly screwed to the top of the guitar. Let me grab a pick and let's see how it sounds like. I'm plugged in straight to the Marshall with a pretty nice rock tone, and I'm setting the guitar volume to a position that I would use to play a rhythm tone. So this is what the Junior sounds like. I'll switch to the Special and be right back. So now we have the Special. I've tried to achieve the same volume pot setting, and let's try and if I remember the same riff. Well, at least to my ears, the differences are quite striking actually. Not sure how it will sound in the mix, but this seems much more, I guess, brighter and punchier. Both guitars have the same set of strings, not exactly the same age, but pretty similar. I have played the same amount with both set of strings. They are Ernie Ball 11s. So what does make the difference? I've tried to set the pickup heights to similar settings. So I'm a bit of at a loss here. I guess the mounting of the pickups must make a difference, but hey, let's listen a little bit more. So. Let's try some chords. So for whatever reason, I don't know why, but this seems to ring out here much more than the other one. So if let's do like. At least in the room, there's quite an audible ring from behind the nut in this guitar, but not with that guitar. Well, it's getting a little bit confusing. So let me just play the same riff again. So. And I'll switch back to the Junior and try to remember that part. So. I love having this kind of problem. Sounds like that guitar has more mids and this perhaps a little bit scoopier, or there's like there's more air. It's not as round, but it's warmer. The sound is warmer. A moment ago I said that guitar is brighter, but in a way this sounds more bright because there's kind of more air in the tone. So it lends itself to this same riff that I like to play Juniors with. Maybe the harnesses work differently because there's a more complicated setup there, even though I know it isn't connected when we're playing just a bridge pickup. But let's try for like a really lot of volume and really low tone sound. I'll try to remember the same riff with the Special. I'm getting the hang of these switches. So volume to full, not completely down, but like really down. The number 2 is facing me in the tone pot. It tapers a little bit differently. There's more or less high end now than with that guitar. Let's try. I'll just try to match it more closely. So that worked really well with this guitar. I don't think we're gonna discern many more differences, except maybe we could try just one more thing, and then I'll kind of tell you my final thoughts about the differences between these guitars. So one final test, let's try to make a clean sound, and for that I'm going to plug into the normal channel and the low sensitivity input. So the normal channel, low sensitivity input, and that enables us to get a cleaner tone, and that this is impossible in the high treble channel. Oh man, that sounds amazing. It's not my playing it. I just love that sound. Let's see how the Junior fares with that type of thing. Oh, I had the tone down there. So tone back to full. There is a difference. This is warmer. No, it feels that more. Each of these guitars is more awesome than the other. Okay, time to wrap it up. So the big difference is, I guess, the easiest way to explain is to say that when I want to rock out, I pick up this guitar. And when I want to play like something more like Sabbath, classic, heavy metal stuff, maybe even black metal, I pick up the Special. And why? That's up to the feel of the guitar that it evokes me. This guitar makes me play more rockier type stuff, and that guitar makes me play more metal stuff. And the differences in feeling, that's really hard to explain to anyone without having the opportunity to pick up these two guitars. I think like as individuals, these two guitars have big differences. Like if I had to choose between these two ones, I think I'd definitely pick this one. This is a great example of a Junior. I believe. I haven't tried many, but this is pretty lightweight, and it sits really nicely. There's a really slight neck dive, but hey, it's an SG. Especially with a strap, when I mostly play standing up, it never is an issue. And that has a slightly more prominent neck dive. It's a slightly heavier. There are some issues, like I mentioned, these ring out. I think I'm gonna put a hairband there to stop that issue. That's gonna be a cheap fix. All in all, this is much more resonant. It's like acoustically like. Compared to this one. It's not as resonant. I think one of the differences that might make a surprising amount of the differences between the feels and maybe even the sound is the neck binding. This little piece of plastic kind of makes me have a more distant connection to the neck of the guitar, and that makes me feel a lot different. And that perhaps is one of the major differences in feel. I'm going round in circles now. I think this has covered all of my thoughts between these two guitars more than enough. So I hope this was interesting to someone. And as a final thought, that I've seen that many people have kind of started subscribing to this channel, and I really do appreciate that. It feels good to have like maybe one subscriber today, one tomorrow. Well, I'd rather say one today, one yesterday, maybe one a couple of days back. It kind of makes me feel that, hey, someone finds this stuff a little bit interesting at least. So I hope this finds you well, and keep on rocking, and see you next time. Bye bye.